Hello, my wonderful people. My name na Uwa. For this video, I want to talk about bonus prima casa. So the bonus where Italian government bring come out to take support young people wey never pass 36 years to take buy their first house for Italy. So government won't encourage young people to buy their house, their first house for Italy. So for this video, we dey talk about the law how e be and people wey go fit benefit from her and the requirement wetin you need to get before you fit benefit from this bonus prima casa. So before we continue, my people, I want make we understand one thing. If you rent apartment for Italy, you rent house for Italy, you dey work from your salary, you dey pay house rent. You fit stay that house for 10 years, 20 years, 15 years. That house no fit become your own. You be tenant. You go continue to dey pay house rent even for 30 years. But if you buy house for Italy, you dey rent money from bank. So as you rent money, you take buy house. So instead of you to dey pay house rent, give one person wey sit down, you go dey pay mortgage, the money pay mortgage to bank for the money wey you rent from them, take buy house. So depend on how many years you put the mortgage, if it be 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, that house it will become your own. And secondly, we will be foreigners. If you decide tomorrow, say you want to go back to your country of origin, you don't want to stay Italy again, that house, you fit decide to sell am or put am for rent. Because the value of house, it dey increase, they reduce. It not be like how car. You fit buy car today. In a year time, the value don't reduce. The money you take buy not can value anything again. But house, not be like that. If you buy house in 20 years time, the value of that house, it will still increase past the amount where you take buy am. So this bonus prima casa, effect day for last year, 2022. So they don't extend that this year again, 2023 till December 31st. So if you get the opportunity, you get the requirement, it is very good to buy house for Italy. And secondly, for them to rent apartment for foreigners now, it is very difficult. So if you get the opportunity, you get the resources, then why not do it? Take advantage of this opportunity to take buy your own house for Italy. So according to news, waiting them right, they say first home bonus 2023. What is it? How it works and news. So they can't go further explain, say, for you to benefit from this first home apartment, if you want buy house, you will make sure say your age never pass 36 years. 2, your ISE no go dey more than 40,000 euros. So this one, they call am, government call am Fondo Garantia. Government want guarantee you, they want stand as guarantor. If you won't buy house for Italy, they'll come they look, you get life contract, person won't stand for you. So government won't stand as guarantor for 80% mortgage. That is, if the money where you want carry now, for instance, na 100,000 euros where you want to buy house, then government go stand as guarantor for 80%, which is 80,000 euros, depend on the amount where you need, where you want to buy house. But then indicate say not be big house, the money will be say you want carry, it not go too big, now just normal apartment, not be villa, normal apartment will be say young person won't buy. And you go see make sure say you never fair get house for Italy before you fit benefit for this bonus will come out. Last year where they bring the requirements come out, they indicate say even if you don't get life contract, as far as say government won't stand as the guarantor for you, you don't get problem. But it also depends on the banks where you they use, because each banks get their own policy, their own rules and regulations. Some banks, even if you don't get fixed contracts, if they see your record so far, maybe don't tell you they bank with them, they don't see your record so far, say you did okay, they see your income where they work. Some people, they feel they renew their contract for them every year. They don't give them life contract or every 6 months. But they see your income and your wife or your own, they constant. The way they spend money, as when they come, they transparent, they see. So if it because of that one, give you the money. And secondly, not be all banks for Italy, they give 100% mortgage. But some banks, they give 100% mortgage. I feel make example like UniCredit. UniCredit, they give 100% mortgage if you need them. So it all depends on the bank where they use. But since a government won't guarantee 80% of your mortgage, then you need to get 20% of the money where you want to buy the house. That is if your bank no they give 100% mortgage. But if na bank where they give 100%, then you don't get any problem. So government will come guarantee 80% of the mortgage where you want to buy the house. Then the 20% bank fee give you. So it all depends on banks where you they use too. So they can indicate the ISE requirement, which is 40,000 euros. Your ISE no go exceed 40,000 euros. So another benefit where they follow this bonus prima casa, and I be say, if you buy the house finish, you want to renovate the house, you want to work for inside. So any amount where you spend up to 16,000 euros, you get tax deduction of 50%. Highest na 8,000 euros. And if you want to buy appliances, furnitures for the new house, then you still get up to 50% deduction. So my people, it is very nice. Make we take advantage of this opportunity. So for further information, if una get interest, now if you go una individual banks, make una ask them how their own mortgage policy be. The requirement, wetin una need to get before una fit apply, or for them to give una loan to buy first house for Italy. Thank you and remain blessed.